Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get my headphones on and we're gonna get jumping right into the D.Va VOD. D.Va, 3400, 3403 SR, PS4, Dorado since the latest patch, finding more opportunity to play D.Va. In post, I remember some of the tips you mentioned with the D.Va and offering with the main engages, but not 100% sure if I'm implementing with my gameplay. Any advice will be welcome. Thanks in advance. So, the off angling when your main tank engages is important if your main tank is the one that needs assistance, but you also have to understand that your priorities as D.Va are, peeling and then pressure first. So if there's somebody that needs peel, like for example, if your main tank needs matrix and like your protection because he's playing heavily into spam, that's probably more important. If there's a DPS off angling hard in the backline, if there's a tracer and Sombra on your backline, those are your priorities before you worry about off angle spam. It's the goal as D.Va though when there is nothing to peel and when you're just putting pressure, when you're just pressing mouse 1 to do it from an angle. Okay, so we're gonna go and get in. I'm actually gonna, that's loud. That's still loud. I'm gonna do the replay code because I always feel like replay codes get a better picture of what I'm trying to demonstrate. Wait, the replay code's not there. Okay, so never mind. I saw the number and it threw me off. Okay, so we're just gonna go without the replay code. Winky Twitch. Nice.
Roadhog time.
Oh, Reservoir Hogs. Alright. We're really getting it. Holy cow. I'm already nauseous. This production quality is higher than anything I've ever done before. Subscribe. Please stop!
Yeah.
Quick, no? 2 up. Same. Duo. 2.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. If this makes
Okay, so composition is funky, but we will go over it briefly. Anyway, Winston D.Va, holy cow. Ryan D.Va, fine. Ana Mercy, Reaper Sombra. Weird support lineup with these tank lines. Like, this is all like aggressive brawly style DPS. Sombra is kind of a new addition to the brawly style, but she's been okay at it since they buffed her damage. She's been less forced on dive and more able to like compete on off angles. And also her EMP is just really strong. Hack is really strong. Her utility is really strong. But we'd like to see a Lucio in here. A Brig, a Lucio, a Moira, something like this. The Ana can work for sure, but the Mercy is not going to have a hard time. Because if you think about this, like, who is Mercy really going to damage boost? Well, she might be able to damage boost your Ryan. She might be able to damage boost your Reaper. She might even be able to damage boost you, depending on the circumstances. But for her to be able to do that, she's going to have to get really close to the enemy team, which is obviously what Mercy does not want to do. In addition, nobody really on your team needs a lot of peeling. Ana, a little bit. But even then, it's not like she needs that much peeling. So a hard pocket in Ana is not really worth it and not really necessary either. So your composition is this close to being really good, but is one pick off from being decent. So your priority is going to be, depending on what the enemy team runs, if they run any form of like really heavy dive, Sombra, Tracer, Ball, you're going to need to keep an eye on these guys right here. Be aware of like when they need help, if they need peeling at any point in time. If they are, and then obviously, you can prioritize in helping your Rhine. The Sombra Reaper aren't going to need as much peeling, so just something to keep aware. But these are your squishies. These are your squishies, so you need to watch out for them.
That's good.
1. Attack it.
That's a throwback to ML7.
3, 2, 1. 5.
That's a throwback to ML7.
3, 2, 1. Attack it. Stop.
Alright, let's see what they have. Genji. Genji Pharah.
So right there, Genji, Pharah. Genji goes backline, you have a squishier backline, so be aware of where he needs help, and then Pharmacy. So the enemy team is really not running dive. We see Sigma, we see Pharmacy, we see Genji, so that's, like, at least with Sigma, like, and a D.Va as well. So your backline is really only going to be under threat from the Genji, maybe the Pharmacy. So your job number 1 is to keep an eye on the Genji, make sure that he's not inting your backline. And then number 2, well, actually number 1 is to deal with the Pharmacy, and then number 2, the Genji. The D.Va, Sigma, not really something you need to pay a lot of attention to. Focus on that Pharmacy though. Focus on the Pharmacy. Because remember, why do D.Vas focus on Pharmacy? Why is Matrix so strong against Pharmacy? It's the projectile, which makes it easier to Matrix, but it's also because Pharmacy, listen carefully, the reason why D.Vas have, well, you tell me why. Chat, why do D.Vas have to deal with Pharmacy? Why is D.Va's priority Pharmacy? What is unique about Pharmacy compared to other DPS in the game? Or what is similar? What is the uniqueness and what is the similarity? Why would you say that a D.Va has to prioritize a pharmacy over a Junkrat? Vertical mobility? Sure. Answer my question though. Pharmacy versus Junkrat. Why would you prioritize D.Va dealing with pharmacy over Junkrat? The verticality provides what? If you think about it, remember the last D.Va VOD review that we did? Hit scan, sure. Remember the last D.Va VOD review we did where we had Dolas was basically like there were these off-angle DPS, we can't see that, these off-angle DPS coming from the sidelines, right? And Dolas was not dealing with them. Well, Pharmacy is the epitome of an off-angle DPS, but she can off-angle from legitimately anywhere. Legitimately almost anywhere. Like she can go behind you, she can go above you, she can go to your far right, your far left. So the reason why a lot of times D.Va is needed for Pharmacy is because a lot of times Pharmacy is like way over there. Like have you ever seen Overwatch League, like Volksky Industries' first attack? They'll send Pharmacy all the way around spawn choke and start shooting them from behind. Like that's normal for Pharmacy. So D.Va is very good at dealing with off-angle threats with her boosters, her mobility, her matrix, her verticality, all that stuff. So the reason D.Va is prioritized on Pharmacy is because she's going to be the most lethal off-angle threat. She's going to be off-angling 24/7 if she's playing Broccoli. If, for example, let's say that they're running Pharmacy, but she's kind of stupid. And let's say they get to this choke here and she just stands on the floor and shoots through the choke. Do you really need to worry about the Pharmacy if she's doing that? No. She might bust your shield a little bit, but your Ryan can just hide behind a corner. She's doing nothing. You don't care if there's a Pharmacy sitting on the floor pressing mouse 1, standing in choke. It's when the Pharmacy goes up here and up there and up there and behind there. That's why you need the D.Va for. So be aware. And it's the same reason why you peel for a Genji, because Genji's on your back line. He's taking in deep, aggressive angle on your squishies. That's what D.Va's good for.
Yep, yeah.
Very loud.
Genji's low.
Okay, I'm dropping.
Looks like they have an Ana as well, so obviously if you also have time, keep an eye on the Ana. This Matrix doesn't really do anything. I won't nitpick it too much though.
Watch out, Reaper. Genji, no dash. On me.
So be very careful about over pursuing here. So I appreciate that you provide some matrix to your Reaper and then you kind of shoot the Genji a little bit. But once he starts to back off, again, like your priority needs to be, is this Genji a direct threat to your backline? Is this Genji a big threat to your team right now? Is he putting out a lot of damage right now? Is he very aggressive? If the answer is no, then you need to ask yourself, can I kill this Genji reasonably? And if the answer is also no, then peace out. You've done your job. He's not going to kill your Reaper. He's not going to get an aggressive flank on your backline right now. So you've done your job. And right now, the concern is that while you're chasing this, the Pharmacy could be very, very greedily above your backline right now. Because you just kind of let her be for a while. Hey, Dolas. Yeah, you get. I would encourage. Yeah, see, this is it. Keep it. Like you should be checking here. You should check here. You should check main. You should check right. Just keep your head to yourself. Okay, where's that? Where's those threats? Where's that Ana going for a flank nade? Where's that Pharah going here? Right.
Far left.
Go get her. Yes! 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 That is why you play D.Va. If this Pharah is ignored, she will kill people.
Far down.
The more aggressive and greedy the play, the more dangerous it is for you to ignore it. But also the easier it is to kill, right there. Like she's feeding. But if you didn't pay attention, she's gonna kill your backline. It's high risk, high reward, right?
Do they have a mercy?
Alright, so right now.
Reloading.
Going top.
This is fine. Get a good little angle here. Like right now, the Pharmacy's dead. She's not being rezzed. You don't see Genji in an angle, so you're going up here, and this is where you start to use the thing from the video. Shoot from the angle, right? Don't stand behind shield and shoot shield. Shoot from the angle. Apply some pressure with your team. Just don't feed here. Don't feed too much ult charge. You see this?
It's annoying.
Right here, again, another great example of, is D.Va normally the off-angle that you're worried about right now? No, but the Pharah's dead. The D.Va just aggresses really hard in your Reaper. If you go help your Reaper, he might be able to demech this D.Va. This is good.
On the D.Va Reaper with me.
But right now, this becomes priority again. This because you like reset your priority to whatever is the most aggressive or the most greedy. And right now it's the Pharah. Just be careful. Remember what we talked about though. What did I just talk about with when you're dealing with the off angle? Number one, is it a direct threat to your team right now? Number two, can you kill it? And right now, this Pharah is not really a direct threat to your team. You know, where's your team right now? Where's the team with that? Yeah, 30 latency is insane. Even I get like 55 or 60. Your team is back at choke. They're not holding high ground here. Now, if they're holding high ground, you would need to go in this far because she'd be killing your team. But she's not really like that aggressive or greedy in the off angle right now because there's nobody here. Like there's nobody here. Like an off angle is off angle of where your team is. It's not like there's some secret places in the map that are off angles and some aren't. I mean, off angle might be main if you're playing like over here, you know. But right now, you would commit your boosters onto this pharmacy. You're like, uh-oh, I'm not gonna get the kill here, and now you're in trouble. So full matrix and get out. I would have even matrixed more than that.
Genji's one, back line.
Priority, there's a Nanofara.
On the Ana with you.
There's a Nanofara!
Get him. Forest and mid line.
Okay, so this is all like a cacophony, like several errors that result. So like this right here, your Reaper dying, not your job. Your Reaper is way too aggressive. He was low HP. He didn't go back to his team and he died. Maybe you can even argue that this isn't your job. I mean, maybe you could have helped with this if you're positioned in the right way. But do you see how aggressive you are right now? Like, I like this, but you don't do this at the expense of dealing with a Pharah that's even greedier. Like, here's the thing with D.Va. You want to take the aggressive off angle if there isn't already another off angle that you need to deny. Does that kind of make sense? Like, D.Va is the hero that denies the off angle, takes away the off angle, and then if the off angle is dealt with, then you're the off angle now. Then you go abuse it. Like right now, this is better than standing AFK in main, but it's significantly worse than you actually dealing with what's killing your team. Like, you're not a murder machine, right? You're not a McCree or a Tracer or something that can like kill these guys. Like, you could kill them, but you could be better purposed if you're actually dealing with the enemy off angle first. So like right now, there's a Nano Pharah in your backline, literally in your backline. And instead, you're stuck in main because you started here, stayed here, when after the Pharah, when she really wasn't doing anything, and then now you're stuck here. And now what do you do?
Ana with you, Jake. Sleep.
Do you see the problem here? Like the world's best D.Va couldn't make a situation like this better. But a world's best D.Va wouldn't get put in this position in the first place. So I don't want you chasing off angles. I don't want you chasing off angle like Pharahs if they're a million miles away. Let them come to where your team is, to where they're actually dangerous, and then you can start committing resources to them. Because then you'll get help. Then you won't be 250 HP and out of position. And you'll see things too, because that Pharah snuck right past you. You had no idea she was that far in.
On the Sigma.
Okay, starting high ground, great.
Well, down main.
That's unfortunate. You should go help with. You should go help with them. Whoa, don't go in too deep. All right. Hey, all right.
He's one.
What's the threshold for denial versus finishing what you start?
Thanks to the sub, but I have no idea what that question means. The threshold for denial versus finishing what you start? What? Mom, help! I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that means. I know what those words mean, but I don't know what it means. I don't know. Dad pun is coming. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit concerned. The answer is orange. Yes, orange. Orange.
Not with you. Ana, no sleep.
Okay.
Reaper mine.
Well, denial is like, yeah, how long to keep on your original target and goal? I mean, like, when would you try to just deny off angles versus hunting down and killing a threat? Oh. I mean, you have to like reasonably say that like in that situation there, the Pharah is already into your backline. So maybe it's like, okay, maybe I'm not going to be able to get there in time anyway. So I'm just going to trade on us or trade, DMAC the D.Va or something like that. So I would say in that particular circumstance, maybe going back to his team wasn't actually the play because he was already in so deep and out of position. But it's a case by case basis. No, Connor, please wait. Can you wait? Can I finish this VOD, please? Yeah, no worries, no worries.
I need help.
Reaper, come back a little bit. Expect a blade, by the way, here.
Yeah.
So I like this. I like this because this like already puts you in a position to where it's really hard for the Pharah to get a good angle. Like you have to think about like sometimes you position on off angles as D.Va. Like when I say I don't want you to position on off angles, I want you to position on off angles not just for your own greed, but to deny them from getting it. Thank you, Connor. Like right now, if you're positioned up here, Pharmacy wants to fly over this high ground and drop and barrage your team in the back line, right? Or something like that. But you can't do that if you're here, right? You're stopping her from getting anywhere. You're gonna be able to deny that off angle from getting anywhere. And I would definitely matrix your Reaper during that too. Like that's a little concerning that you didn't matrix your Reaper during Death Blossom.
DME Reaper.
I mean, you did, but it was very late. Yes, yes, stay on her. Stay on her. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Ah!
Pharah's one.
Oh! Tracking.
I always have to reload. Zarya's about to die.
You might be able to get out. You might be able to get out. You gotta run away though. Alright, Loth, lovely. Messy fight, nothing particularly wrong for you. Prioritize on Matrixing Reaper, and then, you know, you did a good job of stinging that far. Wanna get this over with fast and hopefully forget even faster?
Let me know when we need to go, Jake.
Jake?
Even a booster's top.
I'm gonna... Oh, you can go in with that, or...
Watch out for the bomb.
Join an enemy.
They're on Torb now? Ooh, bless.
Oh, Anna.
Chat, they're on Torb Genji now. Think about how that changes how we play. Let's think about that in a second.
I'll stop the res if it comes in.
Nice, I like it.
Yes,
Well, you
he's
can't now because you just used your booster, son.
He's low, Jake. He's low, Jake.
Dude! Come on, Locky, you had even the chance, or Locky, Ayaki, whatever. You literally said, I'm going to stop the res, and then left the res. I was impressed that you even knew about booster boop during res. But you didn't do it. What? You absolute ninny.
Here comes the blade.
Yeah.
Anna, no sleep.
Nice. Matrix. Ah! Means they're getting desperate. Okay. The big thing is like when they're not on Pharah anymore, you have to think about Torb. Look at where he's positioned right now. Chat, do you see where he's positioned right now? Do you see where really the whole of the enemy team is positioned right now? You want to watch what you're playing? That's fine. Is there really any off angle besides maybe Genji taking a flank that you need to worry about here? Think about it. Think about it. Is there any off angle that that's a priority for you? Probably now that they're on Torb. As much. Where the? I don't know, I got my water. Just muttering to myself. You logged off to watch it now? You ready? Okay. So we're talking about the swap off of Pharmacy and like how Pharmacy generally has got to take a really, really greedy, aggressive off angles, which is why you run D.Va deal with her. So the question is, now that they're off of Pharmacy, is like your priority on contesting greedy DPS or greedy off angles is not really there anymore, right? Like you need to keep, obviously if Torb does something stupid with his turret, like runs all the way behind your team, then that's a priority for you. Or Genji's at your backline, that's a priority for you. But to me, when I see this swap to Torb, and especially now that you're on Monkey, my first priority is like, okay, I think just my job needs to be just help my Monkey right now. Like I think it's just like when your Monkey goes in, help him go in, help him get out, do damage from an angle, and then just survive yourself. But there's not like any of these crazy spammy sniper off angle Pharah, you know, things that you need to worry about right now. So your job is pretty much straight up help your Monkey. That's basically it.
Anna, no sleep. Give me a Jake.
And the big priority should be let your Monkey go in, use bubble, and then fully matrix him once bubble is down. Yeah, you need to get out. This is
For
fine.
another fight. I'm back.
Oh, yeah, back out, back out, back out.
Yeah, you lose. Just get out.
That's fine.
Okay,
Get
I
forward
can
another fight.
contest with monkey ult, maybe.
I'll have bomb as well.
What VODs are you doing today? Sombra, one after this one. And that might be it. You might be able to recontest here.
I can touch. You touch it. You touch it.
Okay.
Chat, why is going for Mercy here not as much of a feed? I want us to think this through. Like, D.Va's a complex hero. She's not a, she's got like a relatively lowish, not a low skill floor, but she's not a crazy skill floor. But like, to master her is unbelievably hard. GM Sombra, I'm pretty sure. Matrix the inevitable sleep dart that goes in. Yes, you should be assisting your monkey to deal with Ana cooldowns. But once sleep dart is off the table here, there's really nothing for you to prioritize. Your monkey has primal, so you don't need to worry about your monkey as much. So sure, Locky going for a kill on a squishy here to turn the fight is fine if you have no other ultimates. Sure.
I just gotta kind of jump because I'm getting bombed.
Ana's down.
I think this is fine. I think you matrixing the enemy Ana when your monkey went in and then doing this would have been better because obviously if you have primal sleep dart for primal, it's important. But I don't think this is bad. Again, there's no off-angle spam that you have to worry about. You have to kind of clutch this here, and your monkey has primal, so your monkey doesn't need your matrix as much. So I think like now next fight you need to worry about your monkey. And this becomes the priority. Remember we talked about Torb funny flank? This is your priority. Because he will kill people if you don't. Go, 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 go. I guess you're scared of point, but...
Genji's on the right hand high ground. Fire high ground. He's one.
What is he doing? What?
Did they use blade? Yeah, they used nano blade beforehand. They probably have.
Am I analyzing the game? Yes, I'm analyzing the game.
For sure.
Time for some analysis.
Did they? Well, they've grabbed some.
Okay, again, priority here. Off angle, start, help your monkey. Off angle for you, help your monkey. Make sure that Genji and Torb aren't doing anything stupid, but it's not likely.
For sure.
Whose game?
Yeah.
A D.Va's game. A Diamond D.Va game. His name is Locky.
I'm gonna fire on if you can.
Also, using your micro missiles to break turret, you won't solo break turret, it's worth it.
Dive, Jake. We wait for the dive.
On point, Ana.
Yes, yeah.
Got an aid.
Nice! You helped your monkey! Nice job! It's not Diamond, it's console? Rude. Don't see 9, don't see 9! Oh, you committed nano too. Wait, this is losable. Matrix! Son of a gun, dude.
Torbs is low as well. Genji top on one him. Don't see that. Somebody got it.
He does not
He's
get
out.
out.
He might do. Yeah, he might do.
Run!
Probably now.
Okay, they've got Nano Blade. This is gonna suck. Poops. What?
I
What?
just have to do live, so don't scream unless you absolutely have to.
Well, I'm gonna continue to do though.
Oh, okay.
Do so.
You have to.
I have
go.
to, yeah.
You go.
Um,
Do you see?
yes, she's sleeping. Yes. Thank you. So you got Nanoblade coming up here. I don't really know what the game plan is. You could bomb Nanoblade, like that is a legitimate thing you can do. But I mean, yeah. I mean, just play really split.
As well.
Well, I can stall at least.
There is a major difference between console and PC, but it's not because console people are dumb. It's just because mechanics on console are like significantly harder.
D.Va top left. With the Genji.
Torb's coming to point.
Torbs, yeah, on the Torbs.
Ana. Ana's got an aid. Ana's one.
Yeah, this is just unnecessary. Like right now, like I get that you're marking Torb on point.
Ana.
But like right now, again, you commit your boosters in, and I know that you're scared of a C9, but you can always booster to high ground and then drop again and touch afterwards. You're not that close to a C9. This just feels like you're feeding your mech pointlessly. When you had some space to give, you had some space to give. You didn't have a lot of space to give, but you had some space to give. You just died.
Ana's got an aid. Ana's one.
Unfortunate. Probably not. Valilodon. Probably not, but I am a bit slow. The only problem with replay codes is occasionally they'll expire.
You can EMP bomb this fire if you want. Yeah. You let me know. I'm firing bomb now. Ready? Firing bomb now.
Bye.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
By the way, EMP bomb, not always necessary. EMP generally alone plus like a nade or something is good enough to win a fight, but I'm not going to complain. You coordinate it well, go for it. A loss! Might have been able to eat the nade if the card wasn't blocking invisibility, sure. I'm not focusing as much on like the micro details right now, but yes, that would have definitely been useful.
Torps? Bomb for sure though. No, they used bomb earlier on. They might have nano and that's it.
My man is ult tracking out here. Son of a gun.
Watch your left door.
Help your monkey!
Great bubble.
They're gonna have grav.
Nano, no sleep. With your DMing.
And there's literally one kill.
Keep on him.
Huge. It's totally winnable. Oh no!
I can't eat the barrage. I can't eat it. I can't eat the grab. Sorry.
Proj.
Genji backline right side.
No. Sorry.
I can't eat the barrage.
D.Va anti.
On the torch.
Yeah, so you just land in Torbo. So I think this is now the second time where you've really not needed to just throw yourself on card, and you've done so. And by throwing yourself on card, I don't mean initially placing yourself here. I mean right about here. High charge Zarya, Molten Core, and you just fly up and just land in the same spot. And they end up getting demech 300 damage, 371 damage from Torbo. Like, this just seems unnecessary. Like, it's okay as D.Va to like, okay, I'm really low, I'm getting nuked, I'm gonna back off to high ground, grab a mega health back, get some healing, and come back in. And you could even fly up to like, you know, here-ish, or even like in here, grab a mega, and still be able to matrix and shoot from the safety. So like, this is now the second time where you've had your boosters and you've boosted to nowhere and then just died when it was really not necessary. So I want you to be please just like, don't throw your mech in unnecessarily. Like, don't just cast your corpse upon the pile of upon the pile of the payload here.
Source is one. I can't eat the barrage. I can't eat it.
Because this was a very winnable fight if you had kept your mech, and you took 300 damage from Torbo. You could have easily grabbed Mega, come back in, still had enough HP to kill Zarya or eat her graph.
Can't eat the grab. Sorry. Genji backline right side. On a horse left side.
D.Va anti.
So I hear you, Lockie, but the problem is then you land behind her, and then you land behind her, but then you walk into Torbolt. So I get it, big brain, that's pretty smart, but you walked through Torbolt and demeched yourself trying to eat the grav. And last I checked, you can't eat a grav when you're demeched. So that kind of kills the point.
On the torch, source is one.
I maxed it at the moment.
EMP's ready when you want it.
On the Genji. Genji one. Lucky, sorry.
Doom is low.
Genji's one. I got him. Okay, there. Oh, I'm one away from. Oh, we could do that.
That's unfortunate. We'll watch a little more.
Genji's in Python though.
You can wait. Yeah, we'll wait. Not do anything. Genji's down main.
Do you want to jump the Ana on top?
Oh, not yet.
Chat, what should he be doing right now? What is D.Va's job? Can you guys use your brains here? Think about what should he be doing now?
Down main.
What should he be doing right now? Where's your off-angle threat here? Yeah. I mean, this D.Va should not be able to stay here. She will kill somebody or eat pressure cooldowns or distract your team a ton. If you need to get rid of her. You need to get rid of her. You need to at least try to get rid of her. Fly up, boost her, boop around, spam her, get her low, or at least you're gonna get low, and then you drop off and you try again. But you can't stay here. She can't stay here.
Do you want to jump the Ana on top?
Not yet, not yet.
You need to get rid of that D.Va.
Going.
She's got an aid.
I mean, it's good coordination with your team,
I'll go back to the team.
but this is the problem here. You almost just lost your backline.
There's Zarya next.
Doom on the right.
Oh, yeah, on the Doom.
Where is one? Where is one?
Sure, man. I like this. Paying attention to what's going on around you.
Doom's on you.
Again, this is what D.Va's good at. I deal here, I go back here, then I go back here. You're constantly on the move.
Genji's low as well. Genji no dash.
It's
And
purple,
anti.
it's purple.
Yeah, I want it.
Where did the more go?
Genji's
She's
one.
on statue.
Nice.
You see the Genji, he was one, and true one. Nice.
Nice.
Moving cart. Okay, so they
Waiting for her to commit into you? Well, you can't, because the thing is she doesn't get value when she commits. She does, but it's not until, like, she gets value now. If she's standing there spamming you in the back and half your team's like, and she's shooting you and putting damage, that's dangerous. Hello? Like, that's like saying, oh, I don't look at her far until she barrages us. Like, she's already there. She's already spamming you. You need to go deal with that. Obviously, that's not as dangerous as a Pharah, but that's something that you should be dealing with.
They swapped us to the Reaper instead of Doom.
Okay.
And you go forward, Anna. Get some ult charge.
Okay.
Cart.
From my single play.
D.Va's a fine cart bot for now. Okay.
Gets enough heals back.
Chat, what did you hear?
Cart, one forward. Go on cart, one forward.
Yeah, he's one.
You hear that? That's Reaper. What is your priority now?
Well, he just gets enough heals.
They're playing Genji Reaper. Do they have any greedy, spammy off angles? Likely. Not really. So your priority is, once again, like second point defense, helping your main tank.
Back to me from my single play as well.
D.Va's hacked.
Nice EMP.
That was I should have said.
We still winnable.
Still winnable.
Genji, we can, Jake.
Still winnable.
Zarya.
Your calls are good.
They didn't do something like. Yeah, I think so.
Alright, cool.
Where's Reaper?
Jake, I'm using grab here, ready? I'll bomb here.
Okay.
I would deal with the Reaper first. I would definitely deal with the Reaper first. I mean, nice kill, but I would definitely deal with the Reaper first. There you go. Get rid of him.
Just me, I think.
No, this is magic.
You guys could still win this fight.
D.Va's had him, mech.
Yep.
I'm getting.
Reaper.
Oh, they nanoed him.
Booster into him. Booster. Matrix. Nice. Back. Wait, you lose?
I think they stopped the...
Yeah, you lose. Okay. Still a little slow. The biggest thing that I can help you with your D.Va play is not just like having a macro big understanding of how to position myself and proper cooldown management. Just go, who's scary to me team? Sniper, Pharah, or Reaper? Or Genji Tracer, and then play around them. Smack them up. Don't let them play their game. And don't try and trade, don't trade your life in the process, in the meantime.
You nano me? Yeah, I'll just get yeah, can go now.
That's Reaper Torb, son. That's gonna be a hard thing for you. You better do your job here, otherwise your main thing's gonna blow up. Just leave him. Yeah.
Torps is one. Thanks for heals.
Boris got no fade.
Again, like your priority here. Like, this isn't as much of a priority. Like, you want to deal with it, but you're trading your life for it a lot.
Torps is one.
Where's your monkey?
Boris got no fade.
Oh, unlucky. Nice.
Be very careful with your life. Like, you were consistently like kind of like inting, for lack of a better term, on these targets and trading your mech and life for it. Like that's happened to Torb like 2 or 3 times.
Still winnable, I think.
D.Va.
D.Va's low. Baby D.Va.
Better for you to stay in mech than it is for you to kill the Torb. Because remember, you don't like if him being on high ground isn't the end of the world. You contesting him, you baiting attention to yourself, you being able to matrix him occasionally, that's what's going to prevent him from getting kills.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm not in mech just yet. Torb is his mega right side. You hear, Jake?
Sure. You're getting help, so this is fine. Reaper. Nice. You're not going to kill him? That's fine.
Come back, come back.
It's fine. Like, you've sent him back to the shadow. You've sent him out. Now he's no longer going to kill you or your tanks, so you can chill. You've done your job. You don't need to kill him to do your job. Interesting. Help your monkey. Go help. Go help. 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 Okay.
D.Va's by herself on point.
No, no, you do not commit your boosters here. You were down a couple. This is not a threat to your team right now. You still need to be looking at the Reaper. You could shoot her maybe while you're waiting, but you don't commit boosters in here.
Yeah, I did.
Can you hack that Reaper?
Yes. 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 Full HP.
Reaper's 1 mega on you, Sombra. Nice.
Nice. Bomb it. Force bubbles and bomb it. Force bubbles and bomb it. Force bubbles first. Force bubbles. Force bubbles. Nice.
On the Zara.
What?
On the Zara.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. That's a load of crock. That should have been eaten.
Zara.
But eat Torb, please. Eat Torb. Eat Torb, please. That's priority over everything else. You must eat the Torb. Oh, this is lost. You greeted on demacking that D.Va instead of dealing with a Torbolt, which ended up killing you because the Torbolt ended up killing your Sombra, got your on a low, and then you died to Death Blossom. Shoot. Wait, winnable?
You don't have heals.
No, it's a back, I think, Jake. We'll just play
No, with the
safe.
Zarya bubble. Disengage a bit and
Slow. Back and back.
This is your problem.
the top.
Nice.
Mercy, Jake. Zara, hold.
Zarya's one actually. Is that it?
Nice.
Not Lucio.
Okay, so this is my feedback for you. Priority. Your priority needs to be turned on towards dealing with those off-angle DPS threats. Prioritization over everything else, but try not do it at the expense of your life. Like, if you can, don't trade your mech for it. Matrix them, pressure them, booster at them, but always be like, okay, if I don't get the kill, where am I gonna go? And make sure that you're doing it where they're actually off-angled on your team. Think about what that Torb was doing right there. He was literally shooting your backline. He was like right on carb. But the pharmacy on first point was way far away. She was like closer to the spawn than your team was at the choke. So you didn't need to deal with her there. And what ended up costing your life, putting you out of position. Terrible decision. Prioritize your life in mech, because it's what is able to deal with those. Like a 200 HP D.Va with full matrix, it could do a lot more than a baby D.Va that did like an extra little bit of damage and then traded her life for it. And then know, like, if you look at this comp and you're like, okay, there's nobody that's really going to be taking an off-angle, nobody in the team is taking an off-angle, okay, then your priority is on helping this guy. Helping your main tank. Because this is all like tank damage. So ask yourself, are there any off-angle DPS to deal with spammy? Are there any brawly DPS that are going to hurt my main tank? And are there any dive DPS that'll hurt my backline? So I need you to be actively, every single game you load in, look at the enemy composition, look at the battlefield, what's going on, and be like, okay, who needs help? Who can I help deal with? That's your priority. I don't think your priority needs to be on like learning a bunch of new tricks and tips. I just think you need to execute on what you should know. Maybe a little bit of insight about what's more important for you, but I don't think there's anything like incredibly new to you. Okay. Sombra Reaper. Busan, open division game. Yeah, well, raw talent indeed. Okay. Please safe, please.
I will. Love you.
Love you too. Okay, okay, audio felt weird. Assume you're going Reaper. Okay. So I'm gonna make it really easy for you. All your job is in this comp is to off angle, hold mouse 1, and then if you see an opportunity, hold mouse 2. And when you off angle here, you don't want to off angle like way back here, like you're playing against spam dive. You want to like off angle like here, and just press mouse 1. And just build ult charge, put pressure on the enemy team, look for hacks, just be an absolutely annoying little rat. Like that is your goal, to be an absolutely annoying little rat. And because you're playing into dive, your team is going to get dove or pressured on the off angles, and so your job should be to hack the monkey or D.Va once they've used their cooldowns or once they commit, so that they can no longer escape. Like Brawl's job into dive should be to either rush the dive really early before they get set up, or to absorb the dive and then push the dive after they've used their cooldowns. Because once monkey doesn't have bubble, they're done. They can't do anything. Spam, 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 press mouse 1, press mouse 1, hold mouse 1. You should have already put your translocator as you're rolling out. Oh, we were rolling out to hack the mega first. Honestly, mate, hacking this mega is not that big, but I guess, okay, sure, man. Like, whatever works. Because most teams don't fight around this area. They want to fight around main, so the hacking the mega isn't huge, but sure. Enemy Sombra took mega anyway, right, so unlucky. Translocator placement's a little concerning. Just hope you don't use it. Yeah, see, what your team is doing is incorrect. Your team is, like, their monkey has not used bubble, and you have hacked D.Va. You hack D.Va, you go in really, really hard on D.Va. You should not go really hard on D.Va. Like, just push D.Va, D-mech if you can, and just chill. Like, you guys aren't really equipped to push very hard, because now you push really hard, now you're bubbled off, and now your Rhine should probably die. Fine. Keep pressuring. Oh, come on, brother. Oh, that can't happen. You cannot get hacked. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say here. Like, so far we've seen, you looked like you're trying to establish an off angle. Your translocator placement was, I mean, okay, I guess, considering you're trying for a rollout, so you didn't have time to play, like, be perfect with it. What I would have preferred, if you're gonna throw your translocator late, is at least have the dignity to throw it up here to where it's not as easy for the Sombra or Lucy to break it. Because if you place it here, if you're placing it in a sight line where they can see it from main and they can break it from main. So they don't even need to send their Sombra to go break your translocator. They could just Lucer sends one volley, your translocator is broken, and then you're screwed. So I want you throwing it up here to where it's outside of LOS, and they can break it, yes, but it actually takes effort to do that. Sorry to Puck with the fall. But it actually takes effort to break it. I'm also not a huge fan of your positioning inside here. Chat, where should he be instead of here? What's the mistake here? I don't want to slow down this fight too much, but this is a GM game, so we need to be thorough. What's the problem here, chat? Where should our Sombra be? Obviously, this is not an angle standing behind shield. So where should he or she angle? He goes the wrong direction. Why would you say he goes the wrong direction? Shut up, Backbone. You know nothing about Sombra. Behind all of them? The risk of going behind all of them is it takes you a long time to get there. And if they zone you out, then you're gone. You want to play an off angle to where it takes you very little time to get there, and your team can heal you from the off angle. doing backbone like that? I'm not doing backbone like anything. I'm just saying it like it is. Behind them up top on window, you could play here. I would say not even here. You don't have to position this far. You position right here. Position right here. You can get Lucio aura, you can get Moira aura. You have full exo shift. Thank you for the follow. You have full off angle, hard off angle on tanks. They cannot hide behind a corner from your damage. If they do, they run into Zarya damage. So you can get Moira spray, you can get Lucio aura. You have hard off angle. And chat, he tries to do that, but he does it on the wrong side. What's the problem with what he's doing right now? Why is gravitating towards an off angle here the mistake? Yeah, it's the wrong side. Why is it the wrong side? Harder to get healed? I mean, don't be so nitpicky about it. Just look, be dumb. What's easy answer? Enemy team here. Yeah, there's an enemy team here. Don't walk to enemy team to off angle. Don't do that. Like if your Ryan wanted to push here and your Reaper were going to push here, fine. But you're pushing this off angle by yourself when you literally have free real estate, son. Take the free real estate, sit AFK and hold mouse 1. Like Sombra is a brain hero. She's a brain hero. Shut up, Terry Teggleston. That's probably the stupidest name you could have possibly made up. That's so stupid that an automation could not have even come up with a dumber name. You walk into the enemy Reaper to establish an off angle when you could have gone to a wide open off angle here. You could be at like 40% ult charge right now. And not had your translocator force. Look. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see where they were right here? Do you see this lane of glory? If you had stayed here, you know what you would have done? You would have forced them to back off to point without your Ryan getting hacked. And they would have all been 1 HP. Like, you hacked D.Va, great job. But you didn't even need to be in here to do that. You didn't need to get your translocator force to do that. You could have been building more and more ult charge and put more and more pressure if you'd actually been properly positioned in the first place. What about Spilo? That's pretty dumb. No, that's the epitome of creativity. Bully? Like, where you're positioned right now is okay. Right? Like, I like this off angle. But what's the problem? You're on the off angle, you're not full HP, your Ryan is getting pocketed, and you get hacked like a complete dimwit. I mean, that's not even fair. A dimwit implies that there's dimness to your intelligence. I don't think the light's on, man. Are you serious? Is this a joke? This is a joke, right? That's a joke, right? Walking into walls. It has to be a joke. For the sake of entertainment, right. I don't need an excuse. Okay. Get him. Don't get spy checked though. Hey! Sombras really make me angry. Why would you walk this direction when your goal is to hack Reaper or Winston? I assume that's what you're doing. I assume you're saying, hey, there's a Reaper or Winston hiding here. I'm going to hack them. Why would you not just stay here? Why would you not just stay here? You're safe from spy checking. You're away from... Like, it drives me absolutely bat crap insane when I see Sombra hold a good position and then go, I'm going to walk close to the enemy team. And, oh, I got spy checked. You know who used to do this? Backbone, and you know who else I used to coach used to do this? I used to get holler at him, not holler at him, but like, I'm 37, man. Stay away! Distance! Comprende, senor? You get nothing from being closer. Like, why would you go back this way? Why would you even bother going this way? I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it, and now, like, you're just AFK, and your team wins the fight without you because you're dumb as rock. Like, you're getting lapped. What are you doing, man? Oh, you have to blow so many ults. You and the enemy Sombra suck, man. Like, actual. Oh my gosh. Translocator? $1,400 Nothing like a little exercise. Okay, let's talk. Let's have a chat. Your job is to EMP enemies where your team can go and kill them. You can get a 6-man EMP in their spawn, and it will do nothing because your team's not there. You are playing in a team environment, and you have managed to find a way to EMP 2 people in nearly inaccessible locations, instead of simply waiting for them to walk out and then EMP them. I get it. Your team is like, they have EMP, we don't have B, we gotta go fast. But you this is not the type of fast. If you want to hide on point and let them drop and then speed boost out from point and EMP them once they've dropped, fine. Your team legitimately cannot follow up on this. They can't. They can't. It's not possible. And now you're dead. Because you threw your translocator to get a mediocre. Like, chat, if you're gonna throw your translocator, at least make sure that you're gonna get a great EMP out of it, right? Because you're committing your life, essentially. You got nothing. You got nothing. That's like spending $1,000 on a pile of dog poop. If you're gonna spend that amount of money, at least get something out of it. You got nothing. You're a failure. Cycle, spam, spam. Okay, sure, man. Short. Now you're ready for next fight with a little bit of extra ult charge, because your team was still grouping in spawn. Your translocators are probably too far away. Like, this is so far in your spawn, unnecessarily so. Like, maybe up here would be better, but like, you don't need them this far away in spawn. Hello? Hello? And you're not even gonna try and come back from an off angle. You're not gonna come from high ground, you're not gonna come from main, you're gonna walk right behind your enemy Rhine shield like the little beta, like, turd muffin that you are, and this is what's gonna happen. Awesome. You have been legitimately AFK due to your bad translocator placement and your terrible pathing. You're sucked into your Reinhardt like a Lego crumb into a Hoover vacuum. Hi, Dragonfly. Thanks for the sub, mate. 12 months. Holy smokes, dude. You can tell with my really excited visage that I'm really excited by this gameplay. Go farm. Go farm. Throw your translocator here and go farm. And then you can come hack the mega pack. Nice farm cycle, idiot. Oh, nice translocator placement too. Huge. Easily visible from main. Easily visible from flank. Don't even bother to put it on the high ground or behind anything. I'm about to coin a new religious term for you, okay? You guys heard of the Immaculate Conception? Okay, this is the Immaculate, this right here is the Immaculate Deception. There's no way that you've even remotely approached the shiny logo of GM. That's supposed to be a GM logo, okay? There's your new insult. I can't, I'm not only shocked you hack a mega health pack that does absolutely nothing for you, don't have EMP when the fight started, and then get EMP'd. It was a perfect drawing. Yes, I know. What about it? Oh, you're so much you are contributing, Ling Ling.
Beacon in place. ¿Me extrañaste? Feeling much better. Team here on.
Dude. Oh my gosh, you're the type of man that gets spy checked by a Widowmaker, man. Like, what? You know what? I'm not even gonna complain. You're late to the fight by about 5 seconds, as usual. Like, look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. Look at you. You are behind your team. You're behind your team. You are so prioritizing hacking this mega that you're literally like 5 seconds late to the party, which means that you get your EMP catches 2. You don't even get to pick the angle that you want to go over. Credit for actually EMPing when your team can do something, though. I guess, congratulations, participation award. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. I say unbelievable as if I shouldn't expect this at this point. You know what? Spam. Spam. Fine. Spam. Translocator. Nice. Fine. Nice. Nice. Get her. Don't know why you try and hack out Sombra with like 5 health, but that works, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, go farm. Go farm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Bless you, child. Do you have time? Do you even have time to farm anymore, though? You don't. You don't have time to farm. I'm really not a huge fan of this, though, chat. What's the problem here? Chat, well, I mean, your ball does kind of go in. Okay. Your D.Va's late, though. This is not great from your team, because your D.Va's in spawn, and it's really just you, your Moira, and your ball, at least obviously, that are doing things. I don't even see your Reaper, so this hack doesn't get near as much value as it should. So, I mean, the hack was good. Your positioning is fine, I guess, but, like, it doesn't seem like your team was in any position to follow up on it. Yeah. Okay, so we have seen mediocre EMPs due to us being too fat, being like EMPing in a location where we can't even shoot them, and EMPing and being late to the party because we were too busy hacking health packs. Positioning on off angles, mediocre. Getting hacked twice, mediocre. Translocators were way far in spawn unnecessarily when literally in respawn. And then also translocators are just thrown in the floor in the middle of nowhere, like in a hallway, not even behind a corner or on high ground. I mean, hack priority, I guess, has been okay, but like there's been a lot of mediocrity. So we're gonna need to watch more, because I honestly have no idea what to suggest for you, because everything is bad. So I said that his 4K claim to fame was an immaculate deception. Okay, let's see what we got here. Brawl! Brawl! No, no! No! No, no, no! Senorita! Wait, did she beat you the Mega? You got the Mega, and you like chat. Am I blind? I'm not blind, am I?
See you later.
Right? He got the Mega, right?
See you later.
He got the Mega, right? No, recently. No. The Sombra has, when you play Sombra slow, you always take a small off angle and just hold mouse 1. You do nothing cute, you just hold mouse 1 and look for hacks. You hack the Mega and then go back and sit behind your Reinhardt shield. Are you joking? Gets Mega, makes the Sombra drop, and then leaves. When you have you could sit AFK right here and farm the butt cheeks out of the enemy team. And if they come after you, fine. It's gonna take a D.Va, it's gonna take a Lucio, it's gonna take a Reaper, it's gonna waste all of their time. Then you can translate back to your team, and then, you know, yes, they'll have cleared out this area, but it will have been expensive for them. Like, you can't stay here forever if they run at you. Obviously, you have to leave, but you at least make them run at you. And then you're getting swung on. You're getting swung on by the enemy, Ryan. Like, how do you expect to get hacks here, man? How do you... Worthless.
Much better.
Free EMP. Free EMP. Make sure you catch somebody that your team can follow up on. Is that Ho? Totally line 6 to the fall. When he was killing that Reaper with the 2 other people, shouldn't he have just hacked the Reaper to stop the shift escape? No, because the Reaper would have instantly interrupted it unless he had a D.Va with him. And that's fine, I guess. They plan to bomb it, which is kind of, you know, they kind of telegraph that one, but whatever. If they know you have EMP and they just split hard, like, think about this way, chat. Look at where the D.Va's positioned. And answer me this. Riddle me this, chat. Riddle me this. If the D.Va's legitimately AFK, you don't necessarily need to EMP this. Like, you could just engage with Cole, and these guys are either going to die, or they're going to die now, or they're going to die later, because they have no Matrix, they have no D.Va. So you take the 6v5 with your ult advantage, and then you just win without EMP even. Like, EMPing here is fine, but because EMP forces the enemy team to split and do stupid things, sometimes you don't even need EMP to win. If they split really hard, then you just use another ultimate like Cole and you win the fight easy peasy. If they don't split really hard, well, then you get a 5-man EMP. Like, if this D.Va splits, they lose the neutral to Cole. If the D.Va doesn't split, they lose to EMP. It's a catch-22. There's nothing they can do. So, EMPing here is fine. Like, they're on top of your team. You got 3, fine. But you probably didn't even need EMP there.
I'm out of here.
Wait, chat. Rehack the Mega. Ha ha, because he will constantly uses this Mega. Go farm. That's such a crappy farm cycle. You want to farm Ryan or D.Va, and you want to do it on like a hard backline angle. Like you don't play hard backline, but you want to go all the way to the spawn and catch D.Va. Like shooting a Sombra in front of a Reaper and a Moira is like you're not gonna get any ult charge, and you're gonna risk your life too. Like this is why I'm like griping at your hacking health packs, because you're hacking these health packs, you're never really using them, and then you're costing yourself farm cycles between fights because you're doing that. It just doesn't seem worth to me. It doesn't seem worth. Like now, like. You're not using the health pack. They're not using the health pack. Like, I get some health packs are worth it. And if you got nothing else better than do, then sure, absolutely. But you hack the health pack, don't use it, build 4% ult charge or 5% ult charge because you were too rushed in your farm cycle. And even now, you're actually late to the fight. Again. Nah. Like, you're just not set up to do anything. Like, I'm not sure exactly what play you're going for there. Like, hack the Sombra and rush down the Sombra. Like, I'm not really sure. I don't have access to comms. But whatever the play was, you couldn't do it because you were late. Again. When Spilo says farm doesn't mean farm ult charge, but just emptying a clip into the summon and pouring out. Yeah, you could look for hack on a D.Va and just, like, empty your clip. Or you could just sit in the spawn and just shoot whoever comes out. Like, yeah, farm EMP. You're still not using the health pack. I'm not saying you should. But it's ironic, considering how much resource that you put into it, that you don't even bother to use it. Nice job, pushing your advantage here. Kind of an early translocate there. Okay, go farm, go farm. Go get that last little bit so you could EMP cleanly and win this next fight. Go farm, go farm, go farm, go farm, go farm. This is inefficient, this is inefficient. You should have already been behind them. Okay, this is fine then. You're fine. EMP shatter. Or maybe not. Did not need cold there. I mean, it was not a great EMP. You were not really in a great position to do it, but at the very least, you were in a position where your team could actually do something. Hope is horror. Is short slang for horror. Thus the mod. I'd really like you to get healed before you go for things like this, if possible. Huge. Should win this one still. But chat, again, what do you notice here? Maybe a little too far away the translocator? Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't care about your Reaper. Staying on the Sombra's thing. Play for your angle. Play for farm cycles. Prioritize making sure that your team can follow up on an EMP. Even if it only hits 3 people, it's okay. If your team can follow up, it's okay. Hey, Black Bisharp, thanks for the sub, mate. 2 months. Everyone's doing well, I think. Yeah. Chat, do you have guys anyone have any questions? But yeah, Ling definitely your angles where you can get healed, but you can continue to farm. Corrosive, thank you for the follow. You're EMPing where your team can follow up, and making sure that you're nailing your farm cycles so that you're not constantly late to fights because you're farm cycling too late or you're prioritizing and hacking health packs unnecessarily. Chat, do you have any questions? There were a lot of errors in this VOD, but I'm prioritizing the ones I think that are most important.